Hey Chase, this is Chris. Man, I just kind of wanted to walk you through this amp a little bit. If you've never really had one of these or messed with them much, they can take a little bit to learn. It's an awful lot of knobs, and it's each one really kind of has their own good function. So I'm going to walk you through some of this and kind of show you how I like to use it. Maybe to kind of give you some insight and kind of give you a head start when you start to mess with this thing for yourself. Turn every knob every which way, man. Find your tone. That's what you do with everything, man. Tweak everything, because you got to be an individual. You have to have your signature sound, man. So this amp here is real tweakable. So you got a lot of stuff you can do. We'll get started on the clean channel. It's a really good clean channel. It's got built-in effects, a 2-button foot switch which turns the digital effects off and on and switches between the channels. Each channel has 2 different modes. The clean channel has clean and crunch. The overdrive channel has OD1 and OD2. Basically, the clean is crystal clean. Crunch has a little dirt. Of course, you can, the gain deal, you can kind of tweak it, tweak the EQ. I've got the EQ set for good cleans, not really for crunch. The amp itself has a pretty bright tone, so I'm on the overdrive channel. I tend to have the treble down a bit, but that's my ear. Clean channel, I tend to have it up pretty good. I'll go ahead and give you the baseline of how I set it up. So if you like the way that it sounds and I do, and you get to tweaking on it, you want to find that sound again, you can refer back to this video and find the sound that it had when you got it. So the clean channel, the bass, all the way up. It's all the way on 10. The treble is 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Or that's the middle, excuse me, is 4.5. The treble is right at 9. So the clean channel is pretty good. That's pretty much the clean channel on its thing. Walk you through the dirty channel real quick. I keep it on the OD2 myself. Gains, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7-ish for 2 o'clock, whichever way that you learn. The way I like to use it, actually that is out. That was overdrive 1. Like I was saying a while ago, I prefer overdrive 2. A lot more gain. So if you're using the overdrive channel like for 2-stage gain, what I mean by that is no volume coming out. That's where you open up the volume on your pickup, bridge pickup, just a little bit, enough to get a sound through it. See how that's still a good rhythm sound? Open a good more of a lead tone. So I use it kind of as a two-stage, because I like some gain stages, you know, a rhythm stage and lead stage, where you hear a difference when you go to them. So I'll give you kind of a bass run where that's at. Bass is on full. The middle is on five, right at 5 timing, just under. The treble is 3, just over 3. The contour, that's the knob. That's the knob that will make this amp sound good or make it sound like garbage. It's so important on this particular amp. The contour is such a powerful knob, and I'm going to show you why in just a second. So what the contour does is it shapes your midsection, which is basically, if you scoop all your mids out, you tend to get lost in the mix if you're playing with a bunch of guys, drums, bass, whatever. So if you scoop all your mids out, it sounds great when you're playing by yourself in the bedroom or wherever, but when you start playing with people, you get drowned out. You have nothing but lows and highs, and it sounds real thin on the top end. It sounds really bad woofy on the bottom end, just kind of like you're playing a bass instead of a guitar. You just get lost. So the good thing to do is to have the right amount of mids at the right frequency, and that's what the contour knob does. So I'm going to take you through this contour knob real quick. Full volume on the bridge so you can kind of hear what's going on. So I'm going to go with contour all the way up. It's going to have more of a scoop sound. So that kind of gives you the... This is where it was. Okay, so I'm going to go the other way now, and it's going to add some lower mids to it. You'll hear it. Hopefully you'll hear it in the video. I like to be on the contour. I like to be right at straight up and down. Just gives it a good all-around sound, and you can kind of move the mid. Say you take all the mid out of that. Put all the mid in it, which is going to increase volume too. So you get a good sound. And I know you're I think you're playing a Les Paul type, which is kind of what this is. It's kind of just the Ibanez version of a Les Paul. I've got a really hot pickup in the bridge, so if you need to, and you're don't think you're not getting enough gain, you still got plenty of headroom. Matter of fact, it's like on 6 or 6.5. Yeah, well, almost 7. So you got a lot more gain. Matter of fact, that's when it starts to like feedback. So pickup sitting right in front of it, it still wants to feed back. You get away from it a little ways and it won't. Yeah, that's basically it in a nutshell. 100 watt amp. It'll get loud, dude, I'm telling you. You can make your mom and pretty much anybody around you mad at you if you don't watch it, because it'll get loud. There's an FDD switch on it. Keep it out. If you push it in, you hear just a touch of a spike in the volume and a little bit more on your high end, your highs and stuff. So, you know, I keep it out because the amp's kind of bright anyway. Don't like the harshness of the bright side of it. So I tame it down. I turn the treble down a little bit on the dirty channel. The clean channel's fine. It's got a good sound. The effects, which is foot switchable. So the effects are good. They're not bad at all. It's got delay. It's got a course with a delay. It's got just a course, and it's got a flanger. It's got an effects level, which is how much of it that you want. Like I say, if you want just a little bit of that delay sound, put on clean channel. Kind of hear it just a little bit. Take some of the repeats away. You do it wide open. Keeps on going for a good little bit. See what I mean? So, just that to taste. So, and this whole thing is, we're not even on one. Here, we're real moderate on the volumes on the channel. If you want to get more volume, you can turn the channel volumes up and make it louder, even thus far. So the cabinet's 120 watts. The head's 100 watts. So you've got some headroom on your cab here. It's got an emulated headphone out. It's a 1/4-inch jack. It's got a CD in. It's a 1/4-inch jack if you want to play your tunes through that and practice along with, you know, your iPod or something like that. You have to buy a little adapter to do that with. But it's got an effects loop if you got a pedal that you really dig. You don't want it in front of the dirty channel. Throw that dude right in the effects loop, hook a couple cables to it, and you're rocking on, man. So, wanted to do this for you. Dude, I'm excited that you're getting it. I'm glad somebody's getting it that's going to use it for the Lord, and I know you will. So, man, all I got to say is rock on. Just do what you do and do it well. I'll talk to you later, buddy. If you have any questions, feel free to always get a hold of me.